Do all COD Mobile players hate getting killed by sweaty players? Now sweats are sweats for a reason. They wake up in the morning and play until they sleep. But you don't need to be a sweat to be good at the game. If you use these tips that I'm about to show you, you'll instantly be a better player in COD Mobile. Let's start by talking about how to stop dying. Have a look at this clip. Why did I die? The answer is because I didn't have any cover. Here's what it looked like for the enemy. As you guys can see, the enemy could see my entire body, which made it extremely easy for him to kill me and win the fight. Now if I use this as my cover, a good portion of my body is not going to be exposed, and he has to aim at a specific part of my body to get the kill, which is going to make it harder for him to win the fight. So if you don't want to die, then make sure that you don't run around like a monkey and use cover. Another thing you can do to stop dying is, instead of talking trash about your teammates, ask yourself why you died. Think about what you could have done differently to win the fight and use that knowledge on your next fight. I guarantee you'll be a way better player after you start doing this. And if you want to take this to a different level, then make sure to start recording before you hop in a match. And after the match, watch your gameplay and try to learn from your mistake. And whatever you do, try to avoid going to the middle of the map, because that place is a hell. If you really want to stop dying, then rotate around the sides of the map, because that's a really solid way to sneak up to your opponents. Okay, so now you stop dying. The next step to be a better player is to get more kills. There are a few ways to get more kills. One way is by using the minimap. On your minimap, look at where your teammates are and go to the place where nobody is at, because these are the places where the enemy is going to come from, and that's probably close to their spawn. But do be careful, because there could be more than one enemy coming from that spot. Another way to get more kills is by switching up your guns according to the map that you're playing on. For example, if you use a MAC-10 on Crossfire, you're not going to get a lot of kills. In the same way, it's really hard to get kills with a sniper in Nuketown. So if you're playing on a big map and you want more kills, then use ARs, snipers, LMGs, and all those high-range weapons. And to get more kills on smaller maps, you need to use weapons like shotguns and SMGs. These two types of weapon either have high damage or high fire rate, which is going to help you get more kills in smaller maps. Okay, so now you're getting more kills. Let's talk about a very important thing to get better, which is game sense. Now what is game sense? Basically, it's your awareness about the game. One of the most effective ways to improve your game sense is by using headphones. With headphones, you can hear the sound of walking, shooting, and even the sound of shock RCs. The difference between a player who uses headphones and a player who doesn't is a lot. Trust me, headphones really do make you a better player. Another mistake a lot of players make is that they throw grenades when pushing into an area. Now by doing this, not only are you not gonna get any kills, but you're actually telling the enemy that you're going into that location, which is probably the reason why you get outplayed. So instead of doing this, try to predict where your enemy is gonna be and hold that corner until you get that easy kill. With game sense out of the way, let's move on to one of the most crucial parts of being better, which is movements. Now the thing is, your game sense and your movements work together. If you can master these two skills, you'll become a COD Mobile god. Bunny hopping is one of my favorite movements that help me win more fights. It's basically when you start jumping like a bunny after sliding into a building or a target. It makes it really hard for the other guy to kill you when you're doing this, so it's a really effective movement that pros use. Another movement that you can use is jump peeking and slide peeking. So when you're peeking into a spot, make sure you either jump or slide. This will make it tough for the enemy to lock the aim on you, which is going to help you win the fight. Okay, so now we're going to talk about how to get a better aim. The first thing you need to practice for a better aim is centering. Centering is when you place your crosshair on the enemy before aiming. There's a lot of ways to practice centering. I recommend to add some bots to the training mode and practice there. Also, different guns have different recoils, so practicing the recoil of various guns will help you improve your aim. And most importantly, if you really want to improve your aim, then you need to use the right setting.